accessible in the country due to a lack in experts or equipment or both.
Nilifanyia operation tarehe 5 mwezi Juni.
The operation took about 50 minutes. It is pain-free, and after the operation, I was allowed to go back home. I was suffering from kidney stones. I was referred to Mloganzila and I received treatment. If a big surgery is done, then it takes a patient between 1 to 3 months to get back to normal. But in this case, it can take a patient up to 1 week to resume daily activities.
Lakini kwa njia hii, baada ya wiki moja, mgonjwa anaweza kurudi kwenye hali yake ya kawaida.
Air Tanzania Company Limited ATCL has transported Sri Lanka nationals from Uganda to Sri Lanka via Dar es Salaam, where they will join other Sri Lankans in Dar es Salaam as well as from other countries before being transported together back to their country.
We would like to thank the Tanzanian government for the cooperation and the assistance given to us for this operation to evacuate the Sri Lankans stuck in East African region. We are trying to get Sri Lankans from 6 countries, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Mozambique and Madagascar, to go back to Sri Lanka with a special flight sent by the Sri Lankan government. And we are most thankful for the cooperation and the assistance from various departments in the Tanzanian government, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Air Tanzania Corporation.
Now, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism, Professor Adolf Nkanda, has said that there is no plan to remove residents of villages near Lake Natron in Ngorongoro District, Arusha region. He said if a need to change the use of the area does occur, the president will have to approve the changes.
Tumeanza kusumbuliwa miaka ya nyuma na mamlaka ya Ngorongoro.
Ngorongoro Authority has been disturbing us for a very long time. Surprisingly, a few days ago we had heard that our land has been promoted to a game reserve. Our question is, where will the pastoralist community go? We are calling on our president to intervene in this matter.
Mheshimiwa Rais, tunakuomba.
Honorable President, we are calling on you not to agree the report that will be brought to you by the Executive Chairman's Committee, because all they have gathered did not involve residents, and we shall never agree with it, because this is the only land that has water, and we have been living here peacefully with our cattle, while tourism activities continue without any interruption. There is no decision that has been made so far. We only went there to introduce experts and not announce the area as a special reserve. It is only the president who is responsible in announcing a reserve and not us. Hundreds of Chama Pinduzi CCM party members in Magu district, Mwanza region, turned up to sponsor the party's presidential candidate, Dr. John Magufuli, at the district CCM offices. Mwanza is among 10 regions in Tanzania mainland selected to sponsor the party's candidate.
People of Mwanza know him. He has done so much in fulfilling the party's manifesto. Thousands have come forward to support him. This is a clear indication how the contender through the CCM party is supported by a large majority. We will rise victoriously. We are the first district he has taken a form in the Lake Zone region.
A dispensary in Kajima village, Shunduru district, Ruvuma region, has only one health worker who, during an emergency or on vacation, the dispensary is closed, causing residents to face challenges when seeking health services. The doctor faces domestic challenges. The dispensary remains closed, leaving residents around here to suffer because there is only one doctor.
Kero zetu sisi akina mama hapa. Nesi, hakuna mganga ni mmoja.
Honestly, the dispensary only has one doctor with no nurse. We are wondering what could be the problem. Is it Tunduru Council's fault or regional office? When is this problem going to end in Kajima village? I'm calling on our leaders to come and witness this situation. I would like to inform our people that the government is already beginning to bring doctors and health attendants in our region to serve our hospitals and dispensaries with the purpose of improving health services in the region.
Huduma hii ya afya tunaendelea kupokea manesi, wakunga, madaktari na vile vile tunaendelea kupokea watu wa maabara.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows next. And in international news, Evariste Ndayishimiye has been sworn in as Burundi's new president in the capital, Gitega, after the sudden death of his predecessor, Pierre Nkurunziza. Now, speaking at the occasion, Minister Ndayishimiye urged Burundians in exile to return and build a united nation. At the ceremony, Tanzania was represented by former President Jakaya Kikwete and Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan. I would like to tell my brothers and sisters that nobody should worry about their government. We are here to work for its people. When it reaches a point that you conduct your elections peacefully, leaders comes in and out of power peacefully, to us that is a mega success. My president, Dr. John Magufuli, is congratulating Burundians for completing the task democratically. Since elections are over, what is left is building your nation. Honorable President, I wish you all the best. Kenya has confirmed 213 new cases for the coronavirus following the testing of 6,024 samples and 10 deaths, bringing the number of fatalities to 117. Health Ministry Cabinet Secretary Dr. Rashid Aman has said that 106 more patients have been discharged after fully recovering from the virus.
The highest number of positive cases since the pandemic struck in our country. I say that with some level of qualification because today we have tested a sample of 6,024, and among these samples we have found 213 positive cases. The qualification I refer to is that you can note that the 6,000 is a large number. I think it's probably the largest one-time number that we have tested. And the positives, 213, also looks high. It's the highest we have recorded, actually. But we must also look at this in the context of the number of samples that we have tested. So if you look at it as a ratio, we have been testing approximately 2,000, roughly 2,000 samples a day. And this is what has taken us to the three-digit figures of 100 and just above 100. If you look at it in that relationship, this number is not that alarming because it still translates to about that level we are seeing of about 70 positive tests for every 2,000 tests tested.
And that is the end of international news. The business news follows shortly after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. More than 43 groups of cassava farmers in Handeni District, Tanga region have benefited from a loan of 3 billion shillings from NMB Bank and Tanzania Agriculture Development Bank, which will help them make cassava become a commercial crop. We're happy to be in Handeni District to hand over a check of 3 billion shillings to be used as loans, specifically to 43 groups that farms cassava. The loan will allow farmers prepare their farms, buy seedlings, and even purchase processing equipment. I congratulate Handeni District Commissioner Godwin Gondwe for success of this initiative. He has been putting a lot of emphasis on cassava farming, as well as facilitate efforts of ensuring excel of the crop in the region. The Minister of Agriculture, Joseph Hasunga, has warned traders who set prices and buy crops from farmers at meager prices before the government starts to take stern legal measures. Farmers from different places have been complaining regarding those who come to set prices on their behalf after they have harvested their crops. I now direct all the responsible leaders to make sure that farmers are not disturbed by any means. They should do their business activities freely. We are glad that there are more than 30 sponsors who facilitate agricultural activities in different areas. And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose some length.
Welcome back, and in sports news. The government has banned from attending all remaining JKT Tanzania home games at the Jamhuri Stadium in Dodoma after breaching social distancing rules in their game against Yanga.
JKT Tanzania had their first game since football was halted due to the coronavirus, and they managed to hold Yanga to a 1-1 draw in Dodoma, but all is not well after the game. There were serious breaches of social distancing rule, with the stadium managers allowing more fans than the required number, leaving no choice to the government but to ban fans from attending matches.
Zimbabwe striker NGOMA has confessed he preferred playing for Azam FC than Young Africans. Here's more on the story.
NGOMA was officially released by Azam on Monday after his contract ended on June 14th. He had joined the ice cream makers from Yanga and helped them to win 2 trophies, the Mapinduzi Cup and Azam Sports Domestic Cup, last season. NGOMA has now revealed he was more than happy to play at Azam than when he was playing at Yanga the first time he joined the club on Tanzanian soil.
Timo Werner has agreed personal terms with the Blues and, subject to passing a medical, will join in July after the German league season ends. Here's the story.
Werner, who joined Leipzig from Stuttgart in 2016, has scored 32 goals in all competitions so far this season. "I am delighted to be signing for Chelsea. It is a proud moment for me to be joining this great club," said the German international. Werner, who is known for his pace and can also play as a winger, thanked the club and fans at Leipzig would always be in his heart. Chelsea director Marina Granovskaya says the club is excited to have one of Europe's most coveted players heading to Stamford Bridge.
The makers of the Goalline technology used in the Premier League have issued an apology after the resumption of the season descended into farce when a goal was disallowed because cameras failed to spot the ball crossing the line. Here more details.
Sheffield United appeared to have opened the scoring just before half-time in the top flight's first match back after its 3 months suspension, as the Aston Villa goalkeeper Ian Neeland clearly carried the ball over the line as he tried to cut out a free kick from the United midfielder Ollie Norwood. To widespread amazement, the consternation of United, the referee Michael Oliver waved play on because he received no goal alert from either his watch or earpiece, which is supposed to inform him if the ball has crossed the line. Hawkeye subsequently said their cameras did not get a clear view because of the presence of players and post. A statement from the company posted on Twitter said, "The 7 cameras are located in the stands around the goal area were significantly occluded by the goalkeeper, defender and goal post. This level of occlusion has never been seen before in over 9,000 matches that the Hawkeye Goalline technology system has been in operation." The system was tested and proved functional prior to the start of the match in accordance with the IFAB laws of the game and confirmed as working by the match officials. The system has remained functional throughout. Hawkeye apologizes unreservedly to the Premier League, Sheffield United and everyone affected by this incident.
And Cristiano Ronaldo lost a second consecutive final for the first time in his career when Juventus lost to Napoli in the Coppa Italia decider last night. Here's the story.
After a goalless draw in normal time, Napoli secured the trophy in a penalty shootout, beating the Bianconeri 4-2 after Paulo Dybala and Danilo missed their efforts. While Ronaldo played the entire game, he had 3 shots and hit the target with 1. He did not get the chance to take a spot kick as Gennaro Gattuso's men were declared winners before the Portugal star's turn came on.
And that sports item ends on his bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbo. Thank you for watching and good night.